Hello, all of the students of MSc Chemistry. To students, today let us see the voids. Students, in the earlier lectures, we see the arrangement of particles in one dimension, in two-dimensional and three-dimensional type. When we arrange this 1D, 2D and 3D arrangement of particles to form a solid, there is an empty space within these particles, within this arrangement of particles. This empty space is referred as void. We arrange the particles in SCP and SC or SCP arrangements. In these arrangements, the empty space, that is void, is in two-dimensional type of arrangement. These empty spaces are known as voids. In hexagonal packing, these voids have a shape triangular and referred as triangular voids. In hexagonal packing, these triangular voids are seen in two different orientation. The apex of a triangle in one row points upward, while apex of the triangle in the other row points downward. Let us see. In this representation, you can see that in this arrangement, the apex is in upward direction, and in another arrangement, in lower layer, the apex of the triangle is in downward direction. In the three-dimensional structure, about 26% of total space is empty and not occupied by spheres in both CCP and SCP. That means if we see the arrangement of particles in CCP and SCP type of packings in solid, nearly about 26% of the total space is void, that means empty. This void, sometimes also referred as interstitial voids, interstices or gaps. These are the another names of voids. These voids in solids are directly proportional to the number of spheres present in the structure. In three-dimensional structure, there are two types of interstitial voids. The first one is tetrahedral void. In CCP type of arrangement of particles in a solid, the second layer spheres are above the first layer triangular voids. Each sphere touches the first layer 3 sphere. It forms tetrahedron by joining the centers of 4 spheres. That means if we consider the 4 spheres in the arrangement, and if we join their centers, there is formation of tetrahedron. And each sphere of upper layer exactly touches the 3 spheres of the lower layer. The voids formed during this arrangement, they are known as tetrahedral voids because their structure is tetrahedral type of structure. In octahedral voids are located next to tetrahedral voids. We get the void creating by enclosing 6 spheres when the triangular voids of the first layers correlate with triangular voids of the layer above and below it. Octahedral voids refer to the empty space created by combining a triangular voids of the first and second layers. That means if the triangular voids of first layer and second layer combines, it gives formation to the octahedral voids. The number of these voids depends upon the number of closely packed spheres. If n is the number of closed packed spheres, then in octahedral arrangement the voids will be n, and in tetrahedral the voids will be 2n, because octahedral voids are formed by combination of tetrahedral voids. You can see the arrangement how tetrahedral voids are formed and octahedral voids are formed by the arrangement of spheres. Here tetrahedral and octahedral voids are shown diagrammatically. Now let us see atomic packing fraction. Actually in syllabus its heading is given packing fraction, that is PF. Now packing fraction is defined as the actually ratio of volume of atoms occupying the unit cell to the volume of unit cell. You can see APF, that means PF, packing fraction, equal to volume of atoms in the unit cell divided by the volume of the unit cell. That means if we calculate the volume of atoms in unit cell and if we calculate volume of the unit cell and we take the ratio will be the packing fraction. For that, firstly we have to calculate the number of atoms present in the unit cell. In simple cubic SCC type of arrangement, for that consider a cube having side A and R be the radius. So the length of cube A, it will be 2R. The volume of atoms in the unit cell, it will be 1 into 4 pi r cube divided by 3. In simple cubic structure, the atoms occupies at the 8 corners. If we see the diagrammatical representation of unit cell, that in simple cubic, that means SCC, the particles or atoms are present at the 8 corners. And the atom at the corner is equally shared by 8 unit cells. So the contribution of one atom to a unit cell, it will be 1 by 8. That means 1 by 8, 8th atom is present at the 8 corners of the unit cell. Therefore, the total number of atoms per unit cell, it will be 1 by 8 into 8 equal to 1. Therefore, when the formula is applied, volume of atoms in the unit cell, 1 into is taken. 1 into, if the number of atoms are 2, then it will be multiplied by 2 into 4 pi r cube divided by 3. In SCC arrangement, the total number of atoms are 1, therefore it is multiplied by 1 into 4 pi r cube divided by 3. This is the volume of atoms in the unit cell. Now volume of unit cell in SCC, it is A cube, and you know A equal to 2R for SCC. Therefore, when we put the value of A cube equal to 2R cube, that means 8R cube. When we put these values in equation, in PF equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by 8R cube, on solving we get pi by 6 equal to 52%. Therefore, packing fraction in SCC, it will be 52%. In BCC type body centered cube, if we consider the side A and R be the radius of atom which are placed at the corner and at the body center, the length of body diagonal, it will be root 3A equal to 4R. That means R equal to root 3 A upon 4, or A equal to 4R upon root 3. Therefore, volume of atoms in the unit cell. For that, firstly let us see how many number of atoms are present in BCC type. At 8 corners, 1 by 8 into 8, therefore total 1. And in BCC, one of the atom or particle is present at the center of the unit cell. Therefore, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Therefore, volume of atoms in unit cell equal to 2 into 4 pi r cube divided by 3, that is 8 pi r cube divided by 3. And volume of unit cell will be A cube equal to, what is the value of A? 4r upon root 3. So A cube equal to 4r by root 3 whole cube equal to 4 into 4 into 4, that means 64 r cube divided by root 3 cube means 3 root 3. By putting these values, Pf equal to 8 pi r cube divided by 3 divided by 64 r cube divided by 3 root 3. On solving this, we will get root 3 pi upon 8, that is equal to 68%. That means in BCC packing fraction it will be 68%. In FCC, again consider length A, R be the radius. Then length of face diagonal, it will be root 2A equal to 4R, that means A equal to 4R upon root 2. Now let us see how many number of atoms are present in FCC. In FCC, 8 corners, that means 1 by 8 into 8 equal to 1 atom. Then 6 atoms are present at the 6 faces of the unit cell. That means half of the atom is present in this unit cell and half of that atom is present in the beside unit cell. That means each face contribute half of the atom. Therefore, how many faces are present? 6 faces. Therefore, 1 by 2 into 6 equal to 3 atoms, and at the corner total 1 atom. 1 plus 3 equal to 4 atoms are present in FCC type of arrangement. Therefore, volume of unit cell it will be 4 into 4 pi r cube divided by 3 equal to 16 by 3 pi r cube. And volume of the unit cell that equal to A cube equal to, put the value of A, 4r upon root 2 cube, it will be 64 r cube divided by 2 root 2. Pf equal to 16 by 3 pi r cube divided by 4r by root 2 whole cube equal to pi divided by 3 root 2 equal to 74%. Thus for FCC packing fraction it will be equal to 74%. Actually here this is the volume of atoms present in the unit cell.